Hi there, Michael Griffiths here, and welcome to this episode of the Business Connectors. Great to have you all on. I'm here with Scott Kinder from the Kinder Group, and we'll get into Scott very shortly. Hopefully you have really been enjoyed our Business Connector episodes, as well as being able to connect with the people that we've had on here. That's the whole purpose, bringing you great people who have great things that are going on, great networks, and gives you an opportunity to be able to connect to them also. Here's another one. Scott, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Michael. Appreciate it.
Absolute pleasure. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you managed to find yourself here in Australia.
I'm in Australia because of my wife, amazingly, who is Australian, thankfully. But I spent 13 years in and around the military special operations communities, all the way from team guy in the Army Special Forces units to federal level program manager with the Marine Corps Special Operations Command.
Yeah, fantastic. I've known Scott for probably a good 18, 24 months, and if there was someone who I wasn't going to annoy, it would be you, because you've got the ability to really turn that around and make me disappear off the face of the earth pretty quickly.
No, not at all. Not at all. Thank you.
No, very good. So the Kinder Group, tell us what that is all about, and what you do, what the Kinder Group actually does.
The Kinder Group takes a holistic look at an organization and improves and helps your technological, human, and operational assets grow and be the best that they can be through consultation and courses. We impart the special operations ethos and the mindset that I've acquired over the past 13 years of different levels of international operations and apply them to your organization to help you grow more effective and more secure.
Yeah, and as you say so correctly, that the US government has spent millions of dollars of training you for a decade, and you get to take that and share that in with businesses and with companies, all that intellectual property for a fraction of that particular cost.
No, a fraction being the operative word there, yes. No, we like to help. We're Special Forces people are all teachers and trainers by heart, so we love coming in and helping people through teaching and training.
Yeah, brilliant. So talk to us about some of those workshops that you have. I know that you've got 2 or 3 of those. Let's just talk about some of those so people get a bit of an idea of what they can actually do with the Kinder Group.
All right, excellent. The big 3 that we have at the moment are the CEO course, which is creating a lead organization, utilizing the 5 special operations truths and the lessons that we've learned. We teach the Bliss course, which is body language and how you use body language to increase your sales techniques. And we also teach a course called Personal Computer Security, which is a framework designed to let you use your PC, laptop, or tablet in a new way, understanding, securing, and employing that to its full efficiency.
Yeah, brilliant. And also beneficial in today's world to be able to understand that skill set.
No, we think so. We frequently reference Einstein's quote that you can't solve a problem using the same paradigms that created it. So we bring unconventional thinking and an unconventional background to your organization and impart those lessons learned the hard way through us to you in a not so hard way.
Yeah, brilliant. So cyber security, we seem to be hearing about that about every second week, where someone's been hacked. Big companies where you think that they would have so much protection and so much money, yet hackers, so to speak, are just getting cleverer and cleverer and finding ways. What sort of trends are you seeing in that sort of space at the moment?
Ignorance and comfort for the most part, a lack of understanding of the sophistication of the attacks that are coming, and then the lack of education throughout the organization that allows you to, grow your people and let them understand the threats that are resident out there. And through that engagement at all levels, you have a better protected assets. But ignorance, that the ostrich syndrome of having your head in the sand, that this can't happen to us, we're too good, we're too big, no one's targeting me. Information is worth money, and there are people out there that are actively and sophisticatedly trying to access your information because they can sell it.
Yeah, so true. And it's worth an awful lot of money these days, isn't it?
Quite a bit, more than you can imagine.
Yeah, correct. So what's a tip? Yes, we've got some small businesses watching here, but we've got some medium and big businesses also. What's a tip or an insight you can share that allows them to start seeing if they're protected well enough?
In a word, understanding the environment, understanding the threat, understanding what valuable information that you have and potentially who that information could be valuable to, and then understanding that corporate espionage is a massive industry, billions of dollars annually, cybersecurity and hacking, billions of dollars a year annually. So again, your information is worth money to people. Backing it up, securing it, and making sure that it stays where it needs to stay versus going outside, and just taking that unconventional look at the abilities for your organization to stay protected and be, immune to an outside threat, if you will.
Yeah, great. So another area which I know through your workshop, through the Bliss workshop, body language in sales, tell us a little bit about the importance of not only understanding your own body language, but being able to read someone else's body language at the same time.
It's easy. Strategic interpersonal behavior is what we termed it, and it's an international studies going on about how both you present yourself either offensively, what I term as a special operations guy, weaponizing yourself and understanding where you are in the sales process and the sales pipeline to achieve the desired results, but that it is palpable, that it is, being retained by this person that you're talking to, and utilizing the right posture and techniques when you're talking to them. When you have to appear confident, you appear confident. And how so? When you have to appear trustworthy, how do you appear trustworthy? Telling me that you're an absolute subject matter expert, but wringing your hands the whole time counteracts the message verbally that you're trying to portray.
Yeah, nice. And it really is an area which is becoming so proficient, yet we probably aren't adapting our skill set quickly enough to really take advantage of something like that.
Of course, we spend days and weeks pruning our verbal message that we're going to say, and then we contradict what we're going to say verbally by our very nonverbal presence. Even the articles of clothing that you're wearing, the things that you're doing, barriers incorporated between you and your potential client. And in essence, sales is about trust, and it's about relationships. And if you can't build that relationship effectively and have that understanding of what's required, you're going to fail.
Yeah, so true. Well, let's touch on the last area in which you guys work in, where you go into corporations, you go into medium businesses, you work with their leadership teams, with their CEOs. What's something where we're here, I suppose as a business owner, you're also the CEO of your own business. Mm-hmm. What's something which you could share with them which might allow them to change the way they're thinking?
As far as relationships and
yeah, just in general, wherever you want to take it.
Well, caught me with the zinger with that one. Just be genuine. There's 3 tips that I had to give. It's always be genuine to yourself. Don't try to sell yourself as something that you're not. Understand that there's a bigger picture at play, and whereas you and the person you're talking to might not connect, there's probably a connection within your sub-networks for that person potentially. And then lastly, just follow up on what you say you're going to do. Yeah. And that's one of the easy ones that we all forget.
Yeah, brilliant. You've got a great network. You're
Thank you.
International traveller. What's for our listeners? What's a networking tip that you can give our listeners in terms of they're just getting out into the networking scene? What's something you can share that's worked for you?
Define a goal and make it small and make it attainable, and have a series of small victories that you can tackle. I think far too often what we try and hit straight at the CEO of, I came to Sydney, wanted to meet the CEO of Google, for example, when I could just make smaller action steps and be on my way. So just make small attainable goals and celebrate the victories when you get them.
Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. That was very insightful and so many great things there that our listeners should be able to take away from. So thank you for joining us. Absolute pleasure. So please make sure you're connecting with Scott. Scott Kinder, find him on LinkedIn. Again, Scott's another one of these people with a great network, great mind, great values, and would be more than happy to share his network with you. So go and find Scott and start connecting with him. Check out the Kinder Group, and you can find that from our Village Entrepreneur TV homepage, where you'll be able to be listening to this particular episode of the Business Connectors. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you at an event real soon, and till then, have a great rest of the week. Take care.